Hey everyone, welcome back to your very favorite TV program, Planning 10 How-To Videos. This is Activity 2.5, the Labor Market Information Assignment. And this assignment, we're just going to jump right into the actual assignment. Don't even worry about all this stuff up here. It's all in the assignment. So I've actually changed the assignment a little bit myself, and you'll see it on next year's Planning 10. If you don't see it on yours, don't worry about it too much. Just kind of follow along with my video. What I've done is I've added Google Slides as a presentation option as opposed to Prezi, because Google Slides is a great free-based software as long as you have a Google account. So if you have Gmail or whatever, it's awesome. Whereas Prezi is good, it's powerful, it makes a good presentation, but there's some seriously frustrating parts of it. So, and we all know that Google is probably going to be the future. So that's why I put in Google Slides. And if you click on this, it comes up to one of the Google Slide presentations that I've created myself. So talk about healthcare aid. How did you hear about the job? Important questions. So these are the 6 categories that we need to cover. And then I've covered every single one of the categories. And what I've done on the side is I've actually taken screenshots straight from the job bank. So it kind of corroborates what I'm talking about when I talk about the different parts. And some I've just taken from Google Images. But anyway, it's a very powerful tool, Google Slides. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to create our own Google Slide presentation from scratch really quickly. If you've already kind of got the idea of the assignment, go for it, get going. Go to job banks and click on the Explore Careers Occupation and go from there. But I'm going to walk you through step by step on a brand new Google Slide presentation. Okay, everyone, we're going to go through a step-by-step instruction on how to do assignment 2.5 here, the career presentation. Now, I'm not going to use Prezi. Like I said, I'm going to use Google Slides, and I'm going to kind of go through the presentation that I've already created, but I'm also going to show you how to start using Google Slides. So, and again, the reason why I'm using Google Slides is because it's freeware, it's Google, and you can access it as long as you have a Google account. So Google account includes Google+, Gmail, YouTube, because it's owned by Google. So as long as you have one, you're good to go. And if you don't have one, I fully suggest getting one. So what I'm going to do to get there is I'm just going to Google Slides. And up comes Google Slides. And it shows all the new Google documents. So Google Docs is like a word processor. Google Sheets is like an Excel program. And Google Slides is a lot like PowerPoint. So I'm going to click on it to go. And it shows me up in the corner here, Mr. Lowe. I've kind of created an account for this video. Another really cool thing that people don't know is this button right up here is Google Apps button, and it shows all the different applications, just like on a smartphone, that you can access on the web. So you've got your Google Play Store, you've got Google Drive, which is 25 gigs of free cloud storage, which is absolutely amazing. You can go to YouTube from here. Google Calendar I use all the time. Google Plus is kind of like their version of Facebook that isn't super popular. And Google Translate. And then there's even more. You can go to Documents, Google Books, really cool. There's a whole bunch of free books that you can get. You can make blogs and Hangouts. So Google is kind of the future of free-based software on the internet. So I highly suggest getting an account. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new presentation. And like I said, I'm going to kind of emulate what I've already done. So I've already created this healthcare presentation. And I'm just going to kind of show you the first couple slides how I did it, and a couple tips and tricks on Google Slides, and then I'm going to show you about the job bank, the Canadian Job Bank website that you're going to use to research it. So the first thing I did was I chose a theme. There's a whole bunch of themes on the side. I'm going to use this one because I thought it looked pretty cool. It looked pretty neat. And you can change a whole bunch of different things with it, but because this is just my title, I'm just going to kind of borrow this from the other one. And I spelled it wrong on the other one. Aid is actually with an E on the end. And so this is my title page. If I want to add a new slide, I go here and I add a new one. And what's really cool here, I put this as my title page. Now, see how it says untitled presentation on the top? If I click that, all of a sudden it fills in. It knows what I want to call it, which is super cool. So now it's called Healthcare Aid. And the other really cool thing about Google Slides is you don't have to save. It automatically saves for you. And if you're in a group work, other people in the group can come in and work on it with you on a different computer. So really great for university where there's a whole bunch of different group work. So my next slide, I can change the layout of the slide. I can have title in 2 columns. I could have whatever this cool slide looks like. There's a whole bunch of different things that I can do. So it's very, very similar to PowerPoint. If you've ever used PowerPoint, those kind of tools are embedded. You just have to kind of find where they are. And remember, it's free, which is awesome. So now I'm going to quickly take you to JobBank. And when you get to JobBank to research your healthcare aid, ignore this blue section, ignore the purple section, definitely ignore the red section. You're going to do this green section here, and you're going to click on occupation. And you're going to put in healthcare aid or whatever occupation you want. Make sure that an NOC number comes up because that's how they code it into the actual website. So we click on that, and then I'm going to put it in Kamloops. And look how it fills it in for me. So I'm going to hit search. And then look, awesome, 9 jobs found in Kamloops, or in the Thompson Okanagan region. There's actually only 2 in Kamloops, and it shows the source of the website where they're coming from as well. WorkBC is a pretty reputable website. So 9 jobs within and around the region. That's pretty cool. It also shows 38 jobs in BC and 787 jobs in Canada. Then you can click on the wages tab, which is salary is part of it, and it shows the low, the median, which is the average, and the high average wages for this job. And then Outlook shows kind of future trends of the job. This got good, which means 3 out of 3 stars, which means that the future is pretty strong for this type of job. And then you can click on the education and job requirements, and it'll show you different websites that you can go to that teach you what kind of requirements there are for this particular job. So remember, when you're doing your slide, when you're doing your presentation, you have all 6 categories. That's very important: education, demand, conditions, salary, sector, overall. And then what you want to do when you're completely finished it is you want to hit this share button. Very important. So you hit the share button and just get shareable link. Don't enter names or email addresses. Don't worry about that. Just get shareable link. Now it automatically highlights that for you. Right click on it, hit copy, and then when you go to your assignment, you just submit the actual assignment. So just let me switch my role to student here, and I'll show you. So I go to student, and I go down to the bottom, add submission, and online text. I just put that in. I hit save changes. Make sure it says equals sharing at the end, or else you're not. That's not the correct link. Don't just copy the address bar. That will not work. And look, it says submitted for grading. It's in that good green color, not the bad green color. And you can still edit your submission later on, and you're done, and you can move on. So hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.